Hey guys, I'm William over here at Grease Thoughts Garage. Here are 5 things I love about my 72 Chevelle. Alright guys, so I would say the 5th thing I love the most about my Chevelle is definitely my quick release steering wheel. I have the NRG branded steering wheel, or the NRG branded quick release. I've tried the Sparkle one, I've tried the Momo one, I've tried a bunch of them, but this is the best one in my opinion. It's very low profile. It also, they sell a lock that you can throw on here, so it's kind of like an added bit of security, which I really like. I usually throw it on when I go somewhere, like if I go to Vegas or I take it somewhere where I know out of my neighborhood and I don't really know it too well. So that way I have a little bit more peace of mind knowing that this thing won't get stolen. I also like that a lot of muscle cars don't really have it, so when I go to shows, basically people kind of trip out because you don't really see a lot of people running quick releases on older muscle cars. But yeah, I just like it mainly because it makes it easier for me to get in and out of this thing. Having the steering wheel and trying to get out of this thing is a little bit of a headache, so being able to take it off and quickly get out is so much nicer. And a good bonus is that it makes it a lot easier to work underneath the dash when you have to. 4th most favorite thing about my Chevelle would definitely be my shifter. I recently did this and I love it. I think everyone should do it. I did this Summit mount that raised it up, I think it's 4.5 inches, and it put it for me in the perfect spot so I can bang through gears. And I don't know, I really like the noise and the action, and I don't know, I just love it. I think everyone should run one of these shifters. I even love the ratchet shifter I have in my truck, but I don't know, this is really satisfying. I've also really enjoyed like manually shifting it now, so first, second, third, and overdrive and all that, and I don't know, I love it. I like the feeling of it, way better than the column shifter I used to run. Also, I feel it's a lot safer than the column shifter because before I could just put in reverse, neutral drive and not really have any safety, whereas this, it won't let you pop it in or anything. It's solid, and I think it's a pretty good price, and I don't know, I like the way I installed it, and it's just a lot of fun. The 3rd thing I would say I love about my Chevelle is my front splitter. Not really many people run it. It's the Barry Lutz wraparound spoiler. I think it's from Unlimited Products or something like that, or maybe it's Glass Tech, I don't really remember. I think it's Glass Tech actually, but I don't know, I feel like it really makes the Chevelle have a really aggressive front end. It lowers it, and I don't know, a lot of people don't really like it, but I love it. I want to put something similar on my Nova, but that's another story we'll get to later. But I don't know, it's fiberglass. I definitely need to get it painted. It's just, this thing runs and drives, and I've been daily driving it, so it's kind of hard to really work on this thing when I have the truck apart and I have the Nova. But at some point, this thing's gonna get fully rebuilt, and I'll have everything painted super nice. But yeah, the 3rd thing is definitely this badass spoiler. Before I get to the top 2 things I love about my Chevelle, I'm going to hit you with some honorable mentions, and the first one being my Dakota digital gauges. These are freaking badass. If you can afford these, go with these. I would love to go with the more expensive ones, but they're a little bit more expensive, and when I was building this maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't really have the budget for these. Actually, this is one of the first swap parts that I bought. I bought this and my oil pan. Probably shouldn't have bought this. I probably should have spent the money on something more, I don't know, something that I needed to get the process going quicker, but I'm glad I spent the money because these are freaking badass. I'm kind of kicking myself for not running these in the truck, but I'm going a little bit more performance on the truck. But these are badass. If you can get them, go with them. Alright guys, my next honorable mention is my carbon fiber deck lid from Anvil Auto. I currently work there, but it's not really a plug. I bought this before I worked there. Eventually I'll get the hood, but they're a little expensive, so one day it'll have a carbon hood so it can match the back. So my second thing that I love the most about the Chevelle is probably my first 2 because it allows me to do the thing that I love the most. It's my LS3 engine. I crashed my Jeep, and that's how I was able to afford this. If I know what I knew now, I probably wouldn't have done this, but hey, I was like, what was I think I was 18 when I was building it, and I thought this was the baddest engine you could get, and it kind of is. It's not as quick as I want it to be now because everyone's boosted, but at some point I will boost this thing, I'm sure. At some point this thing will get love again, and I won't be just driving it and beating the shit out of it. But this engine is freaking badass. If you want something that makes a lot of power that you can just buy from Chevrolet Performance, buy the LS3. It honestly hasn't really given me any issues. Since I've installed this, have never been left stranded on the side of the road. It has always got me home. It's got AC and heat, which is the best part of a muscle car. If you can put AC and heat in a muscle car, do it. It's the best thing. But yeah, this engine has, I mean, it has given me a lot of opportunities. I've been able to go to Hoonigan with it. Hopefully at some point I'd like to go on Autotopia with it. And I don't know, it's taking me to countless shows. I drove it all the way to Arizona, drag raced it for 2 days or a couple days and came back, no problem. I drove it all the way to LS Fest and came back with no problem. It's just, I love this thing, it's badass. It's just so goddamn reliable. I can leave the car for a month, throw a new battery in it, check the fluids, start it, and I know I'm not gonna have any trouble. I bet I could get in this thing right now and drive it all the way to New York and back and have no trouble. I love this engine. It's badass. It's what started my love for LS's. And yeah, at some point I'm gonna boost this sucker and blow it up, I'm sure, but it's gonna be a while before I get to do that. Alright guys, I don't know if you can really see that, but that's rubber, and that's because that is my favorite thing to do in the Chevelle. It is do burnouts for minutes. I haven't done it in a while because it really hasn't been an event or anything, but this thing just loves to do burnouts. That night I did the burnout at the Hoonigan tryout. It kind of shocked me with how well it did, because I'd done some burnouts but nothing for like such a long time, and ever since then I've done it a couple times now. I just love doing burnouts in this thing, whether it's little or small. It's just the best. It's just the best. Everyone should love doing burnouts. I was gonna go do some today, but unfortunately it looks like it's gonna start pouring right now. There's been a lot of lightning while I've been filming this video, but I'll throw some clips of me doing some burnouts. That is the 5 things I love about my Chevelle. I've had the car for 7 years. I've had a lot of memories in it, and I'm sure this is not the last iteration of that car. I'm sure at some point I will tear it apart and start again and build something new with it. But for right now, those are the 5 things I love about my Chevelle. Alright guys, well, it actually did start raining while I was editing, so this is like the first break in the rain, so I thought I'd record this real quick. I forgot to nominate some people to do this video, so I nominate Fred and Beto over at the Backyard Yonkes. I want to know what you guys love about your cars, especially you, Beto. I want to know what's up with your new wide body Camaro. I want to nominate Mark over at the Gas Rats Customs. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Again, leave a comment about stuff you love about my car, or let me know what you guys love about your cars and what you guys drive. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.